Hello and welcome to episode 14 of the Allotment Diaries. As always, if you are old here, new here, welcome. I hope you all had a restful Easter break and you had fun in your gardens and allotments. It wasn't too bad here. It wasn't the snowmageddon we were promised. We didn't have any snow. It actually wasn't that cold. We had some rain, but you know, normal Easter bank holiday weather. We have come up a couple of times before Easter and around Easter. I haven't really felt like making any videos because I've had some kind of upsetting news and just a lot of stressful stuff going on in my personal life at the moment, and I didn't really feel like making a video, and it was nice to come up and just kind of do stuff and not have the extra stress of making a video. So we have ploughed on with quite a few bits and pieces on the plot, which I'll go through in a minute. But yeah, I'm still not feeling great, but I'm feeling better than I was, and I think coming up today and just taking advantage of the beautiful spring-like day would be silly if I didn't at least try. So I'm going to do a little bit of pottering this afternoon. I'm going to put my seed balls out as well, which I'll go through later on. But for now, I will catch you up on everything that's been going on the plot. So we finally had a mass clear out of the shed, and we had somebody come last weekend to take all the rubbish that we'd accumulated and some of the stuff that we hadn't managed to get rid of the last time somebody came, and take it to the tip. So the back of the shed is now looking a lot tidier and there's a lot more floor space. I took off the piece of wood that was up here as well. That was kind of redundant, so that's gone, and also the really manky, horrible warped shelf that was along here is now gone as well. So I'm happy with how tidy the shed is looking now. I mean, we still have to kind of add some shelving and bits and pieces to kind of tidy this section up, but the main task of just getting rid of all the excess rubbish and what have you has been completed, so I'm happy about that. We've also got some bags of compost and manure which we've started putting out onto the soil and into the raised bed, so I'll go and show you that in a little bit. The windows are still looking magnificent and they're all staying in their places, which is good. It certainly makes a difference now that we have windows, because it's not getting so rainy and damp in here, so they're holding out really good. So we also managed to put in the first bag of our second early Charlottes over the past couple of weeks as well. I was a little bit concerned that Mr. Mindful Growers put them in too early, but it'll be interesting to see whether or not actually anything kind of grows, because I thought it was still a little bit too cold and frosty to put stuff in, but he was adamant that he wanted to get stuff growing. So we're running a little bit of an experiment at the moment where this side of the plot is going to be the bag of potatoes that Mr. Mindful Grower put in, and then over here we're going to put my bag of potatoes in at a slightly later date, and it'll be interesting to see out of the two whether one grows better than the other, whether they both don't grow at all. So yeah, a little bit of a science experiment going on here, but Mr. Mindful Grower is incredibly happy that he's finally got something in the ground now. I'm also really pleased as well that my tulips have survived. I was really concerned that they just weren't going to grow after the snow and the cold and the frosts and more snow. I honestly thought I'd lost them. So I'm really pleased that they have started to flower and bud, although they're not meant to be this colour. I bought the packet that I bought them. I didn't keep it now, I probably should have kept it. But they were kind of like a blacky purple, almost like a black colour, and then a light purple, and the intention was to plant one light purple and then one black, so it was kind of, you know, the two colours together. But they're not either of those colours. But it's okay, it's fine, they survived. As long as they survive and as long as they flower, I don't really mind what colour they are. But they are looking very pretty actually, so I'm really glad that they survived the cold snap. We made excellent progress over Easter on the wildflower patch, so this is all ready to go now. So I've bought, hopefully you can see this okay, from the Seedball company a selection of their kind of oddballs, which is kind of seconds of the main mixes that they offer. So I've got a big 500 gram bag, and essentially all you do is chuck them on the ground, give them a water, and away they go. They have special kind of ingredients and compost where the seedlings are all kind of inside these little balls, and they're meant to protect from pests and various other nasties that can affect the growth of the flowers. So the selection is kind of bee mix, butterfly mix, poppy, urban, with salad and herb crops. So it'll be interesting to see whether I can actually distinguish between the salad and herb crops and the kind of wildflowers. But I'm really excited to get these into the ground, so let's get going. I really want to get them in. So that was pretty easy, just scatter. So they're all on the ground now. I'm going to give them a water, and then hopefully in a couple of weeks I can give a progress report on their growth. So with the compost and manure that we've bought, we've actually started to fill up the raised beds at the top of the plot now. So we got this one done last week, so it's got a mixture of manure, compost and some earth from the actual plot itself. So I think I'll give that a once over again, and then that one should be ready to go, and we just need to now sort this one out, and both of them will now be ready to plant. So I'm really happy with how they've come out in terms of building, and obviously now that we're filling them we can actually really start putting stuff in to grow now. Well, that's it for this week. Thank you very much for joining me for this short update video. Hopefully next time I'll have something a bit more substantial to show you. As always, if you do like these videos, then please do give us a thumbs up and subscribe. It really does mean a lot to both of us, and hopefully next time I'll be feeling a little bit better. So until then, bye.